Hello and welcome back to the Southwestern Vehicle Auctions YouTube channel. You're joined by me, Owen, the classic car specialist here at SWVA, and today I have a very special guest on the channel. We've got Kev T. He's here to join us for our preview, so we can bounce off each other a little bit and go through some of the best picks from our upcoming Classic and Performance auction at the end of October. So Kev, you excited for this one?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. We've got some really special pieces in here today, so yeah, I think it's going to be a really good auction.
Brilliant, well, let's get into it. Right, so you join us with the first car of the video. As you know, we always like to start with a nice starter classic in these, and this is a nice little entry point into the classic world of motoring, Kev. This is lot number 35.
Yep.
It's a Marlin Roadster. Now, yeah, presents really, really well. Tidy little kit car. What do you think?
Yeah, it's nice. I like the colour. Yeah, what are we talking about? What's underneath?
Well, it's got a 2-litre inline 6 from a Triumph for Test, this one. These Marlin Roadsters are actually built in the majority of GT6 and the test parts.
Nice.
Sometimes using Spitfire bits and pieces, but yeah, like I say, they are a kit car, and yeah, plenty of poke in one of these.
Good little bit of summer fun.
Yeah,
eh?
it absolutely is. Aluminium and fiberglass body, so nice and lightweight. Nimble little things. I mean, I've driven this one.
Yeah.
It is very, very fun.
Nice,
Unfortunately,
nice.
This one doesn't come with the wet weather gear.
Yeah.
Which means that it can't really be taken out when wet, but it's very nice. It'll be perfect for the summer. Put it away for the winter, and you could be having some fun. out down sandbanks, down Westover Road.
Yeah.
on a nice summer's day.
It's
so yeah,
perfect starter, isn't it? It's inexpensive, bit of performance.
Yeah,
absolutely. What do you reckon, estimate wise?
Estimate is on this one is 15 to 2.5. Really nice starting point. You're not breaking the bank.
Yeah.
It might be good for a young person that's looking to get on the classic car scene.
Absolutely.
Or maybe those who are just looking for a little bit of cheap classic fun to get started in the classic world. So yeah, it's a nice little one.
Perfect for out on a Sunday morning, going for a coffee.
Definitely is. Right, well, should we have a look at what else we got?
Absolutely.
Right, so moving on from the Marlin in the corner over there, we've moved on to this lovely example of a little post-war standard 10. Is this your sort of cup of tea, Kev?
I tell you what, actually, it would be nice to take out on a Sunday afternoon, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it definitely would. Yeah, it's a very nice example. Finishing lovely pale green over a nice biscuit leather interior. It really does sort of characterise some of that mid-century styling that is synonymous with this era of car. Now this one has been in the hands of 6 former keepers, which is relatively low for its age, and benefited from a full restoration in 2016, which I don't know about you, Kev, but I think it's evident in its condition on this one.
It's lovely, isn't it? You can see the quality of the restoration that's been, and since then, it's been kept in really good condition as well.
Yeah, absolutely has. Very, very nice example. Yeah, these standard 10s they were made pre and post-war, and this was sort of the final incarnation of the standard 10 really in this shape. Obviously, they had that pre-war saloon-style shaping, and they moved to this smaller sort of family-orientated style car post-war. And they're scarcely seen now. I mean, I don't know about you, but I very rarely see standard 10s either pop up here or out on the road.
No, it's more of the Ford Popular and that sort of thing, which it competed with, isn't it?
Exactly, very similar sort of car, the Ford Popular. Yeah, this is a much rarer example, I suppose. Yeah, nice bang for your buck as well. This one's got an estimate of 2.5 to 3 on it, so good value for money.
I think it'll do well.
Yeah, hopefully so. So yeah, let's see what else we got. See if we can move on to some slightly more expensive motors. So I said we'd move on to something a little bit more expensive. This one here, still not breaking the bank though. This one is lot number 47 in the upcoming auction, and this is a Ford Sierra XR4x4. You into your fast Fords, Kev?
More my era, this one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So it's still before mine, but we'll brush over that.
Yeah.
So these things, obviously not your out and out fast Ford. It's not an RS 2000 or anything like that, but
no, but it's your more average, affordable performance Ford, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you look at how these were advertised when new; they were aimed towards family buyers.
Absolutely.
And this one has clearly been cherished throughout its life. It's 2 owners from new.
Yeah.
The current owner has had it for the last 16 years, I believe, 12 or 16 years. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. And the first owner had it for 27.
Unbelievable.
So it's been looked after, and I think that's evident in its condition. I don't know about you, Kev, but
yeah, absolutely.
It does look a nice one.
It doesn't look like it's done 56,000 miles.
No, but at the same time, 56,000 miles on a car of this age is just absolutely astonishing. It's got the service book, which backs up a load of the service history with it as well. I think, you remind me, Kev, how many stamps has it got in the book?
25 in this one, unbelievably.
Yeah, so that mileage then must be pretty much backed up from new if you include the MOT history as well. Must have a pretty comprehensive record. I think even on the file on this one, it's got the original purchase invoice with it as well, which is always a nice bit of history to have. I think it was around about £13,000, roughly, this was purchased for new.
Isn't it? When you look at prices today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this sort of car new, what's it going to cost? £30,000-40,000?
Exactly. Yeah.
Crazy. Obviously a nice pre-facelift example, this one, which is very desirable amongst enthusiasts. And like you say, something a bit more your era, which I'm sure we'll move on to while enticing stuff in the video as well.
Absolutely.
What's the estimate on this one, Kev?
We're looking at about 5 to 6 on this one.
£5,000 to £6,000. That's bang for your buck when it comes to classic cars, especially
Absolutely.
something that is, you know, borderline fast forward. It's got that 2.8 litre engine under the bonnet, same one as it was using the injection Capris. Yeah, very, very nice car. I'm sure there'll be some Ford enthusiast that comes down for this on the day and gets their money's worth.
Yes, indeedy.
We'll move on to the next one. Trying to stay in keeping here with a similar sort of era as the Sierra that's behind us over there. We've got this one here, which is a very tidy example of a Rover SD1. This has got the 2600 engine in it. It's a Vanden Plas as well, so top of the range. This one is lot number 54 in the upcoming sale, and it presents really nicely, doesn't it, Kev?
Yeah, it's a lovely period colour. I've got a bit of a soft spot with these. This is one of the first cars that I drove before I passed my test on private land. Yeah, so showing me age a little bit, but really, really nice cars.
Yeah.
I do like these.
Yeah, they're very popular amongst enthusiasts. We've sold a couple within the last couple of years, and they've gone very well. They seem to be at their sort of peak at the moment. Once upon a time, you couldn't give these away, and now they are, you know, one very quickly appreciating classic.
I get myself to a lot of shows, and these do draw a lot of attention.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I bet they do. Obviously, this one's not the 3.5 litre that is synonymously known with the SD1. This is the 2600, but still, I'm sure in its day it was an executive car, really.
Yeah.
It was meant for the businessman. Automatic. I'm sure it's nice and smooth. But what's special about this one? It's done 67,000 miles from new,
and it's got a fantastic history with it as well.
Yeah. What more can you ask for? Obviously, nice zircon blue finish, like you mentioned before as well. It really does look the piece. Vanden Plas being the top of the range as well. You've got a nice plush interior in there. Low mileage example of an SD1. Really, really good stuff. I mean, this one as well is offered at no reserve.
Yeah, you can't do better than that.
You can't really do better than that. No reserve. I think somebody's either got a really good chance at a bargain here, or it's going to help it fetch a lot of interest and hopefully smash what the vendor is hoping for it. Because, like I say, it is a very tidy one. There are bits and pieces around it, around the sunroof and stuff, but you know, it's a 40-year-old car.
Even looking at all the chrome trim, you know, you can't fault it. It does look good.
Yeah, it is a nice one. It is, and there's the very, very, very minimal things you can pick out on it. And like I say, if I look like this when I'm 40,
yeah,
I'll be quite happy. So yeah, no reserve this one. Very tidy example. And yeah, if you're interested in this sort of thing, then come down and have a bid on the day. But let's not forget, this is a classic and performance auction. We like a bit of variety here at SWVA, and we're bringing you a bit of variety with this one here. Got to say, this one is definitely more my era, I think.
Yeah.
We've actually managed to find a car that's younger than me, which is a rarity. This one is a Porsche Cayman 3.4S, a very tidy example of one. And yeah, like I say, a performance-oriented car that is ready for its next owner. It's been this one, obviously finishing this lovely grey metallic, and it's been with the vendor for the last 2 years, this one. So not particularly long ownership, but long enough where he's been able to spend a bit of money on it and have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Ford fan myself, and these are definitely becoming more popular as they're getting, you know, a little bit older. I think they're a really good gateway into a modern classic Porsche.
Absolutely. I mean, these things, they're not cheap. They're not cheap to buy or to run, really. But in reality, when you look at how much a new Porsche would set you back, these are good value for money.
They are. They're a good in between a Boxster and a 911.
Yeah.
They're perfect sort of.
I think as well, when you consider that the Boxster is often considered the poor man's Porsche.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately. The Cayman is not too dissimilar of a car, really. They're underneath, they're very much the same.
Yeah.
But the Cayman is that sort of bit more sort of track day orientated focus. You know, it's just got that. Right. It's just got that bit more appeal to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. And I think with the roof, it's got a little bit more rigidity on the track, so it does appeal to that kind of owner.
Exactly that. Well, this one has not been abused on the track, I don't believe. This one is been very nicely kept. It's got a service book with 6 stamps in it. Last service was done in 2022, so it's probably due one now, but yeah, it's been looked after throughout its life. Done 81,000 miles, and yeah, it's definitely a bit of a performance icon. I think it's about 166 miles an hour top speed on this.
Yeah, yeah.
295 brake horsepower, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
295 brake horsepower. Yeah, it's definitely one to have fun in.
With 6.5 to 7.5 estimate, I think it proves great value for money.
It definitely is great value for money. So let's see what other performance icons that we've got in the auction. So we were just over by the Porsche and we were talking about how some people might track day a Porsche. And Kev's dragged me over to this one here. This one is a Ginetta G20. It's lot number 71 in the upcoming sale. And this one has got a lovely little backstory to it. It's had fortune spent on it. It's just a lovely car, isn't it?
It is, yeah, yeah. It's I think it's quite a well-known car on the circuit. It's associated with names like Richard Hammond, Graham Bell.
As you might be able to see from the side here, it's got Graham Bell and Richard Hammond on the side. This one was test-driven by Hamster himself on Men & Motors back in those days, pre-Top Gear, and was also tested by the legendary Graham Bell out on track as well. So got a bit of provenance behind it, but I think what makes this car really special and maybe sets it apart from other Ginettas that are available on the market at the moment is just the level of money that's been spent on it. It's ridiculous, eye-watering amounts of money. £42,000 worth of expenditure.
Mad.
You know, it is a crazy amount of money, and within that, it's had suspension upgrades. It's had a close ratio gearbox fitted as well. It is just an animal, you know.
It's certainly had a lot of love, hasn't it?
It has, you know. It's only pushing 180 brake horsepower, but when you take into account, what's it, 660 kilos?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It will be like a little pocket rocket.
Yeah, that's all you need, isn't it, on the track? It's like a go-kart.
What makes this car even more special, though, is obviously Ginettas are produced from factory to be track cars.
Yeah.
This one's road registered.
Yeah, exactly. You've got the reliability of the engine in there, the Z-Tech.
Yeah, 2 litre Z-Tech under the bonnet as well. Yeah, very tunable, race-orientated engine, road registered. So you could go out in the summertime. It's got wet weather gear, this one as well, so you're not going to get soaked. And it's got a extra screen with it as well, which is a bit higher up, maybe protects you from the elements a bit more. But yeah, perfect little thing. If you're into this sort of thing, this is a good level to get in at, and especially at this price. 7.6 to 9.6 is the estimate.
Can you imagine it? You know, fantastic little car on the road, but get it on a track.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you're going to understand the true potential of this car until you take it out on a track. So,
yeah,
absolutely. It's again, nice provenance, loads of money spent on it. Just a quick little pocket rocket, really. Like I say, estimate of 7.6 on this, 7.6 to 9.6 on this one. And when you consider £42,000, you know, you're paying a quarter of the price that has been put into this car.
Yeah. You've only got to Google the registration. You'll see all the pictures come up.
Yeah, make sure you give that registration number a Google, because you can see Richard Hammond driving it back on Men & Motors as well. So yeah, lovely provenance, lovely car. Let's see what else we got. Perfect. Well, I hope you've got a nice big garage at home.
Have we got a wide enough lens?
Well, I'm not sure, but this one is definitely an eyepiece, definitely one to take out on the road and catch a few people with, because it is a beast. It's huge.
It is unbelievable, isn't it? It's a barge.
Well, I'd hate to think how many metres long this is, but when you consider there's a little Wolseley Hornet over there, which I'm sure we'll get onto later, this has got to be 3 times the size of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
This one is a Lincoln Continental Mark III. It's lot number 94 in the upcoming sale. And what a lovely car it is, Kev.
It is only recently been imported.
Yeah, imported in 2022. It's actually only had one American owner from new. He owned it from 1968 up until 2022, when unfortunately he passed away at the age of 94. He was a veterinarian nurse in California, and like I say, it was imported in 2022. And in its time in the UK, it's had 2 owners.
Yeah.
So yeah, very low ownership car when you consider its age. Finished in this very sort of strange colour combination, but it's also very appealing. They call it Ivy Bronze Moon Dust. Yeah. I'm not sure where they've got the bronze from, because that looks green to me. Yeah. With a nice dark green leather interior, wood rimmed steering wheel with a nice sort of black Everflex vinyl-y kind of
It's
roof.
nice.
It is. It presents really, really nicely. I think there's a load of history on file with this one, actually, Kev, as well. Yeah. Got papers from its time in America, which are always important. Yeah. And it's got some bills and invoices from the bits and pieces I've done in the UK. It's had a stainless steel exhaust. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
is this your cup of tea? Or?
I can appreciate it, definitely. And if you want to be driving down the road getting attention, well, that V8 is definitely...
Yeah, he's just mentioned the V8, and I've got to say it, 7.5 litres under there. 7.5 litres. It's just absolutely crazy. Double the size, pretty much, of that Porsche that's in the corner. That is absolutely crazy. 7.5 litre, probably produces about 98 horsepower.
Yeah.
But, it's definitely a beast. Nice coupe body on it as well. It's got the pressure hydraulic operated lights on it as well. All these American cars, they've got gadgets that are way ahead of their time. And that's the thing to appreciate on them, really. And I think again, this one is good value for money. I think 8 to 10 on this one, is that right, Kev?
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
8 to 10 on this one. So again, not breaking the bank, but you've got to make sure you've got a big enough garage, because this one is going to take up some space.
The tank.
Yeah, it is an absolute tank. So yeah, 8 to 10 on this one. Let's see what other nice little examples that we've got ready for you in the next auction. Right, so we've looked at some performance bits and pieces from the more modern day, but we're going to throw it all the way back to the late 70s and early 80s now with this lovely example of a little Spitfire 1500, Kev.
Yeah, really like this example. Very, very tidy. And I think this era of sports cars, British sports cars, and this era of British cars in general are really starting to pick up now.
Yes.
The Dolomite, that sort of thing, I think they're becoming more and more popular. And
They definitely are.
If you're going to sort of get one of these, I think is a really good time to start looking at them.
Definitely. And this era of sports car, I'd say from the 60s up until perhaps the early 80s or late 70s, is the most iconic era of British sports car there is. You think of the cars that we had during that time, the MGB, the TR6, the Spitfire, GT6.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
It's crazy the amount of British manufacturers that were producing good quality, achievable, affordable sports cars in that time. And this is one of them. This is one of them.
Exactly.
This one comes from the slightly later era where British aliens started getting involved and the quality begun to drop, but the quality of this car is by no means bad at all.
Absolutely, this one is absolutely fantastic. I think you probably struggle to find a better one.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one here has benefited from a full restoration, which took place in the mid-2010s, and the vendors owned it for the last 8 years, and it now comes to sale with us in absolutely immaculate condition, I have to say. Finishing nice period colour, maple brown. Your cup of tea, Kev?
I'd actually, in this era of car, I actually quite like this colour.
Don't mind it. Yeah. I think it suits it. It suits it quite nicely. Wood rim steering wheel. It's got a nice tan leather interior in there. It really does look the business. But the key thing about this car is the amount of money and the bits that have been done to it.
Yeah.
Within the restoration, obviously had a full respray. Twin stainless steel exhaust was fitted. It's got electronic ignition, battery cut-off switch. I mean, the list is on there. I mean, go ahead and look at our website, because that's where all the information is.
Yeah, it's had all the sort of the bits needed doing that you would want doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it does look a very nice example indeed.
It's a very charming looking.
Yeah, and I've got to say the history file on it as well documents absolutely everything. So either look online at our website, because that'll give you a good outline of what's been done. But if you are really interested in this car, or any car you see in this video or have seen in the background perhaps, then do come down to the viewing days.
Absolutely,
it's
come and have a look around.
Isn't it? It's beneficial, isn't it? You know, come down to viewing days, you can have a look at the history file, we'll start it up for you, you know, whatever you want, you can have a good look around it, get around it. But yeah, the history file on it is immaculate, it is very good, sorry. The car itself is immaculate, obviously comes with a factory hardtop, which is a desirable thing on the Spitfire as well. This one comes to us with an estimate of 4,000 to 5,000. That's good value for money. When you consider the amount of money that's probably been spent on this car, it's done, I believe, 49,000 miles from new. We don't quite have the paper to back that up, but it's believed genuine due to its record of ownership and paperwork trail.
I think it's a low owners as well, so and it really reflects in its condition.
Definitely low owners for its age. Presents really nicely. So estimate of 4 to 5 on this one. If you're into your British sports cars, then come down and have a bid. So we've sold a few Minis over the past couple of years since being in this site, and we've sold plenty before that as well. But what we don't see appear very often is the Mini alternatives, the Wolseley Hornet or the Riley Elf as well, which unfortunately we don't have in the sale, but we have got this very, very lovely Wolseley Hornet. Kev, your thoughts?
It's beautiful, isn't it? The colour, the contrasting, and the amount of work that's gone into it. really makes it a lovely little car.
It is a lovely little car. Finished in Whitehall beige. It's got a Florentine blue roof and a powder blue interior, this one. It really does suit the era it came from. It's been kept to its original feeling while having money spent on it. Very still upgraded bits and pieces in there as well. It has been looked after very well indeed. Owned by the Vanden for the last 12 years, this one.
Yeah, wasn't it back in 2018? Full restoration?
Full restoration in 2018 and lots of work done in that as well. It's had the 998cc engine tuned by a A-series engine specialist.
Yeah.
It's had all sorts done. It was taken down to the bare shell, resprayed and basically built from the ground up again. The engine was stripped and rebuilt, gearbox was stripped and rebuilt, I believe. Interior's been reupholstered.
Yeah. And like you say, if you're looking for that Mini alternative, it's something to look at.
Yeah,
definitely.
you know, obviously Minis have their following and they're good for a variety of purposes. Mini, you can take them on track, off road, on the road, you know. But the Wolseley Hornet and the Riley Elf were designed to be a more upmarket version of the Mini. I think that's evident in the interior and just the overall looks of the car.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I say, underneath, it is Mini all in there. It's got the same underpins as the Mini. I think it's got the same wheelbase. They share similar drivetrains as well, but these were built separately by a company called Fislow and Ludlow, who actually built the bodies for them, and just why they look so different, but also have the same sort of similar styling cues as the Mini as well.
Yeah.
Like I say, lovely car, this one. What's the estimate on it?
Estimate on this one, 6 to 7.
6 to 7,000. So that is great value for money, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
But for a car that's had all the work done.
Yeah,
you know.
and it's going to be like, it's almost like a few-year-old car, isn't it, after its restoration?
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, like you could be going out and paying 4,000 or 5,000 for one that needs a bit of work. This one's ready to go. It's ready to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, estimate of 6 to 7,000 on this one. If this is your cup of tea, then come down and have a bid. There's probably Ford fans frothing at the mouth right now. I mean, bear in mind, we looked at that Sierra earlier on, and now we're joined by basically two of the, I don't know, the most iconic shaped Fords there's ever been.
Absolutely. If I was looking for a Ford, then these two, yeah, they're the top of the league, aren't they?
Absolutely. And we'll start with this one here. This one is a Mark 1 Ford Escort panel van, lot number 63 in the upcoming sale. And just before we go into the details of this one, obviously Mark 1 Escorts have got their following, but to find a panel van, like a commercial variant, in like, you know, pretty good condition overall. Obviously there's bits and pieces which I'm sure we'll come on to, but that is special in itself. You know, commercial classic vehicles are hard to come by, and we've got one here. So,
and one that's had all the desirable bits done as well.
Exactly that. So this one here is finishing contour blue. It's got blue vinyl bucket seats as well, and it's had, like you say, loads and loads of work done to it. It's been owned by the vendor for the last 5 years, and it was imported from South Africa in 2020. So not a home market example, but was originally right-hand drive, and it's stayed that way. And it's had lots and lots of work done.
And because it's imported from Africa, you know that underneath it's going to be...
Yeah, it's very unlikely to be rotten away under there. I'm sure it is in a very, very nice way indeed. It's got a GT dash in there, which is quite desirable. An RS glove box. It's got an RS wheel as well, I believe. It's sitting on these RS style, Ross style wheels as well. But like I say, loads and loads of money spent on this. Huge history file as well. The bit that does let it down a little bit is the finish on it. But I'm sure if you're an enthusiast and if you're after this sort of thing, you'll put the money into it, Kev.
Well, that's it. You know, it's got that, you've got that wiggle room where you can put your own stamp on it, you can tidy it up, but still get it for that price.
Yeah, exactly that. Like I say, that's the only thing that lets it down there, really. I think the mechanicals on it have done very well, but it's just the sort of the finishing bits, more specifically the paint, that just needed a little bit of extra love. But I mean, for £7,000 to £9,000,
even as it stands, what a head turner.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So estimate on this one, 7,000 to 9,000. If this is your sort of thing, then come on down, have a bit in it. But we'll move on to our lovely orange red friend over here. This one is, again, lovely.
I think if you're looking for a Mark II, what can you say?
I mean, it must be the cheapest one on the market, I've got to say. I'll say that from the off. This one is a pretty good example, I'll say again, of a Mark II RS Mexico. Finishing carnival red, cloth interior. What's your thoughts, Kev?
Well, what is there not to like?
Yeah.
It's a Mark II Escort. It's a Mexico, rear-wheel drive. You know, it's just.
Yeah.
How often do you find them?
Well, you don't. I mean, I've seen Mark 1 Mexicos. We've obviously had one in later part of last year, but this one comes to us, and yeah, it's nice to have a Mark II shaped Escort, a Mexico, rare old thing. It's obviously got the lovely, we brought it back from Mexico sticker on the side, but
Yeah.
this car, again, much like the panel van, these two come from the same vendor, by the way. Much like the panel van, it's had money spent on it. It's had bits done to it. It's been loved, but a bit like the panel van, it could just do with that little bit of taking further.
That's it. Yeah, like you say, it's got the bits already done that you would naturally do to a Mark II Escort. You know, you got your actually exhaust, you got your K&N air filter. You know, it's nice.
Like you say, it's had lots of bits and pieces done to it. Stainless steel, exhaust, air filters. It's the history file on it details all of it, much like it does with the panel van. But yeah, very, very nice car again, and it stands out. It's probably one of the best cars to have a Mexico in, and it's not perfect. Again, the paint finish on it, not particularly great, but this one's got an estimate of 18 to 20,000 on it.
Exactly.
How much wiggle room do you want?
Yeah, exactly. If you were, you know, looking, the prices they go for silly money. So, you know, you pick one of these up, like we'll pick this one up, and you know, a full respray, you're still coming under what they're selling for.
Exactly that. For a nice one, looking at probably about £30,000.
Exactly, yeah.
And this one's in at 18 to 20. I mean, there's plenty of room to get a respray done there, and maybe some cash left over as well. So yeah, it's like I say, and also the benefit with this one is I think it's purely just the respray that needs doing, because the mechanicals have been done. It's had loads of upgrades done to it. It is tidy. So yeah, estimate of 18 to 20,000 pounds on this one. I think we're done with our fast forwards, but we've got one more very, very special Ford.
Very special one.
Now you're probably thinking, Owen, Kev, you said you've got a special Ford to show us at the end of the video, and I'll admit, on the surface, this is a very bog standard Sierra Sapphire, the last shape of the Sierra. It's a GLS, so it's pretty well spec'd for its age, but it's very much a bog standard car, wouldn't you say, Kev?
It is, yeah. You know, even, you know, just in this condition, you know, a Ford Sierra Sapphire, you know, they're becoming more and more desirable.
They are desirable, but they're not the Mexico
absolutely
and a Mark 1 level of investment quite yet. But what makes this one extremely special is the backstory behind it and its mileage. It's this one was purchased new by the vendor in 1990. Locally from us, actually, we actually purchased it brand new from Hendy Ford in Bournemouth.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so nice local car.
Yeah.
He spent the next 7 years driving around on the road.
Yeah.
He got serviced every year, so 7 stamps in the book. He took it for a service with English Ford, again local to us, so it stayed local.
Yeah.
At 2,472 miles. Drove 15 miles home, parked up in the garage, and that's where it's been for the last 28 years. So a grand whopping total of 2,487,000 miles from new. Kev, your thoughts?
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
If you want a Sierra Sapphire, then I don't think they come in much better condition.
I don't even think it's if you just want a Sierra Sapphire. I think any car enthusiast, any Ford enthusiast, this will be like relatively a holy grail.
It is a holy grail,
You know, it's an absolute unicorn. Find another one, is what I've got to say, because it's just incredible. And the fact that it's got the service history with it to back it up, it's not been on the road since 1997. It's worth noting that. So there may be some recommissioning work required, but we have managed to get it started.
Yeah.
It does run. Fuel was a bit like treacle when we pulled it out, but it is running, it is driving, and just the condition of it all around. There's probably very minor age-related things on the car, such as just a little bit on the roof bars here. There's like little tiny bits from where it was obviously in storage, but the vendor did it right. He got it in the garage, he lifted it up off the ground, so the suspension hasn't sagged, the tyres are all in good condition.
Yeah.
Under the bonnet, you could eat your dinner off it.
It's immaculate.
It's all very tidy. It's as you'd expect. It's basically as new.
It's a brand new car. You just looking at the interior underneath, you won't get another one like it.
Exactly that. And the best part of it all is it's offered at no reserve.
Really?
No reserve, which is it's a pleasure to be able to actually auction something like this that is so special, such a rarity. So there's no guide on it. I would not even like to put my neck out on what I think it's going to make.
Stuff like this is just so rare. You can't.
Exactly.
Can you?
The amount of phone calls we've had on it already is just absolutely crazy. There's people coming to look at it all the time. We haven't even started our viewing days yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one is very special. No reserve, here to be sold on the day. So if this is your sort of thing, then make sure you don't miss out on the opportunity to own this very low mileage Ford Sierra Sapphire. Right, Kev. So that concludes preview number 1.
Yeah.
Obviously, a very nice selection in here this time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a brilliant collection of cars. Everything from a low mileage Sierra all the way up to, oh, God knows what. Just look at it all behind us. It is a magnificent collection. And yeah, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of buyers down here on the day. But just a few closing points, just to give you our audience a few reminders, our customer base a few reminders of the timeline of events leading up to the auction in October. So obviously people will need to register.
Yep.
And registration's open on the 23rd.
Yeah.
So you can do that through our website, and a £1,000 deposit is required. You can register for online, telephone, commission and hall bidding. Nice variety of bidding options.
So many options.
Yeah, bidding options for everybody. So that's registration. For viewing, we are open for viewing on the 25th, 27th, 28th and 29th of October. Those are our official viewing days. It's 8 till 11:30 on Saturday the 25th, and then it's 8 till 4 on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the week of the auction. So if you are interested in anything you've seen here, Kev.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you're interested in any of the vehicles that we featured or any of the other vehicles that you can see in here, I absolutely urge you to come down and have a look round. All the staff here willing to help start the cars, open them up, look round, and then you can really get an idea of what you're looking at on the day.
Yeah, exactly. Come down, have a cup of tea, cup of coffee from the, and a bacon roll from the van outside. Come and have a peruse around this selection of classics. You can look at the history files. We'll start them up for you. We're more than happy to see you and have a chat. Yeah, absolutely. So auctions on the 30th, the big event. Starts at 10 o'clock that day, Kev.
Yeah,
so
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really good auction.
Should be a really good day. We'll be live on YouTube as always. The auction, like I say, kicks off at 10 o'clock, so we'll be live on YouTube from around about 10 o'clock. So if you can't make it down to the sale, don't miss it on YouTube. And if you are interested in anything in here, then please make sure you have registered to bid. That completes today's preview. We'll be back for a second preview next week. We'll be looking at another 12 cars from the upcoming auction.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Thank you.
This one is lot number 56, I believe, in the upcoming auction. It's not, is it? It's not 46. It's not 50. What number is it?
47.
47. We'll start again. You remind me, Kev, how many stamps has it got in the book?
I can't remember.
Yeah, so how many stamps in the book has this one got, Kev?
25 on this one. It's been really looked after.
Yep, so that mileage is backed up pretty much all the way from new, I'm sure.